Joel, what sort of kind of response are you expecting from the Flyers tonight?
A big one for sure. They're obviously in the hunt for a playoff spot, and the way the game went last time, they definitely want some revenge. So it's gonna be a battle tonight. Should be a good one.
What did you guys do well in that game last week?
We actually talked about it this morning. We just limited their odd man rushes. They're good off the rush, and we just played, as a 5-man unit all over the ice and didn't give them any chances.
As a player, do you enjoy kind of playing the same team within the span of a week as far as when it comes to preparation?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's less video. That's always nice. But you always know that the second game is going to be more intense and playoff-like atmosphere. So those are fun games.
Like they might be scratching Couturier. In your experience, been around the league for a long time, when a team makes a move like that, what sort of attention or what sort of responses do you usually generate?
They usually get a good answer from the group. I mean, especially a player like that, their captain. I think guys are going to step up in his spot. So they obviously want him back in the lineup, but they're going to do everything they can to win tonight. But we just got to come prepared for their best game.
What do you like about the team's defense, this defense core, since you've been around them?
I've got a little bit of everything. Got some offense, got some size. We all play tough at the same time, so it's been great so far. And we have some guys sitting out that can be in the lineup at any moment, and you'll see that tonight. And whenever they come in, it's been a smooth transition. So it's been awesome so far.
What have you learned about Austin since you've been here?
I mean, I've been watching him for years now and played against him. So just the work he puts in behind closed doors. He's very dialed in the gym, and just all around great guy to be around.
Do you see any similarities between him and Ovechkin?
Yeah, maybe a little less gray hair, but they both work very hard, and they love the game for sure.
What about Bertuzzi? How do you find he fits beside Austin, especially with the way he plays around the net?
It's great. He goes to the hard areas. He can be a little rat out there sometimes, and that's always great to have it in your lineup. So I think they complement each other well, and he goes to the hard areas for sure.
With Austin, are there nuances about his game that you see being around him every day that maybe you didn't notice from playing against him?
I mean, I saw him a lot, so I was very familiar with his game, but he definitely takes care of his own end first, and then when he gets a chance, he goes on offense. So, sometimes when you get goal scorers, they don't really care about the D zone, but he definitely takes pride in it for sure. And I've noticed that over the years that he's taking more pride in it, and he's winning those battles in the corner, and he's playing heavier.
What's it going to be like to go back into Washington tomorrow?
It's exciting. That's definitely a little weird. I'll have my wife and mom there, so they're still packing up the house back there, and then they'll make their way up to Toronto. So it'll be nice to get back down there and hopefully get 2 points.
What response are you expecting from the Flyers tonight?
A hard one, I'm sure. Especially when you've played a team and you beat them in their own building. They're going to come back. They're going to come back flying, and they're going to come back hard. I'm sure it'll be first 5 minutes will be fast, and then hopefully we can grab the game from there and take it to them.
You got some shifts with Austin in that game Saturday. What were those like for you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's fun to watch. I mean, I've been watching all year the way the guy works and the way the guy gets pucks back, and I saw it there firsthand. And he got a couple pucks back, got them to me, gave me a couple chances, tried to feed him for one. So it's cool. It's cool to play with him, and hopefully get a couple more shifts here and there.
Do you learn anything being up close in that setting? You've watched him obviously all year, but do you learn anything playing with him that you didn't know before?
Yeah, I think anytime you play with those types of players, it's a little bit of a different game. Like, you never know when the puck's going to come to you. You always got to be in either a shooting or a passing position, or be available, and you always want to work to get that guy the puck, because if you get on a stick, it's probably hitting the back of the net.
Yeah. Freddie Henderson was saying that he's noticed that Austin always has a plan where he's going to shoot even before he gets the puck at any time. Have you picked up on that? Like, how rare is that?
Yeah, I think I pick up on that a little bit in practice. Like, he kind of is asking me like where I'm shooting, and it's kind of like you can tell that he always has an idea where he's shooting. So yeah, it's cool to see, and you realize why the puck hits the back of the net so many times and why he puts so many goals in is because he does have a plan all the time.
You guys have maybe a bit of an underrated defense core as a group. What do you like about it, the group that you have in the back end?
I mean, I like the size. I like the long sticks. I think we got guys that are really good with sticks, and they're not afraid to be physical either. I think they're willing to put the body on the line, and they're willing to step up, and that makes other teams aware too. When you see a couple guys step up early in the game, it makes you think twice before just picking up the puck and skating with it. So I think that plants a little bit of a seed that guys have got to be aware.
Sheldon, what sort of response are you expecting from the Flyers tonight based on what happened last week? It sounds like they're going to scratch their captain tonight, Couturier. Like, what sort of opponent are you expecting in this one?
Well, they're a team, like a lot of us that are playing to qualify for the playoffs, and things are getting tight around you. So for that reason, and they're a proud team. They coming off a loss in Boston, loss against us. So they're going to be. They're going to play well. They're going to play hard. I fully expect a response. We talked to our team about that here today. Obviously, something like scratching their captain is, like all those kind of things get their team's attention. So, we certainly expect their best tonight.
How is the prep or approach any different from a coach's perspective when you play the same team in the span of kind of a week like this?
It's just easier. It's just you have things that are fresh in your mind. You spend way less time going through video and stuff with the players. It's things that are already top of mind, and it's a combination of the things that Philadelphia does, but also things that we did well when we were in here. We've been talking about those for the last few days and leading up to the Carolina game even. So some of that stuff is just fresh in the mind, and it's a quicker discussion here this morning, and then we'll give them some reminders tonight. But really, it's just more about mindset and competitiveness and all those sorts of things that we just have to be ready from the start.
How do you like about your defense, Sheldon, now that you've brought in some new bodies and just the group? Brad had talked about maybe a by committee approach. What do you like about how the kind of group can come together here?
Yeah, I think we like how the pieces have fit in here. Obviously, we're without Lyubushkin here tonight, but with he and Edmundson, it gives us far better depth. Really, since their arrival, we've essentially just been kind of rolling the three D pairs and not concerned about matchups or anything like that. We think each pair can take on any matchup or responsibility, and we don't have to go chasing things. So that we think is helpful, and then as I'm sure we'll see tonight with Benoit coming in, like we've got other guys that are hungry that can push the group and can help us respond to illness or injuries like we're going to go through here today. So those are all healthy things for us.
Anything about Edmundson you may have learned in the last couple of weeks that maybe you haven't known about him before he was in?
No, I think he's fit the bill. Exactly what we were expecting and hearing that we were going to receive, both on and off the ice. He's got a good personality about him, so he fits in with the group and seems like he's comfortable in that sense already. And then on the ice, he's just been very steady and does his job, and I think he's growing each game with us as he's getting more and more comfortable with our surroundings and our players.
For you as a coach, is that kind of the ultimate luxury to have a D-core that you can roll out and not stress too much about who they might match up against, who the other team's putting out?
Yeah, I do think that is part of what you want to get to as a coach. Not have to stress those things. I think the players respond well in that sense too. That there isn't one pairing or one group that gets left behind or doesn't feel like they're in rhythm. So I think that can be helpful. Obviously, you got to get the guys all playing well and get each of those pairings going well. And in some cases, there are some matchup things that you want to look at, whether it's size or speed, and that might be a better fit with different guys. But for the most part here, especially in the early going, we really wanted to just kind of roll them out and let the players kind of show us how they can handle these situations.
Pontus is getting a look at beside Austin right now. Bobby got a few shifts on Saturday. What's the key for a younger guy when they get their first look beside someone with Austin to have success?
Well, I think it's just to be comfortable, and that's easier said than done. In Holmberg's case, it's not his first go around with Austin, so I think it should be easier this time around for him. but it's really just about being comfortable and not changing your game. More so just doing the things that allow you to be in consideration for such a responsibility. In Holmberg's case specifically, he's got a good skill set that can help him adapt and play with anybody. We like that about him. He's a versatile guy that we've used all over our lineup in all three forward positions. So, when we're dealing with the injuries on right wing that we have right now, you need to get a right winger. You need a guy with a skill set that can make a play and hold on to the puck, and he's one of those guys for sure.
Other than Lyubushkin, any other lineup changes you're considering?
No, everything else will be reflective of how we practiced yesterday.